Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the LSU Tigers and the Auburn Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. They are so fired up for this opportunity for their wide receiver here today. He has had one of the most productive seasons in school history, and today he can put his name at number 1 in the history books with receiving touchdowns. They want to go to him early and often in the red zone. Now, keep in mind, the defense knows this too, so I expect a battle back and forth. We'll see if he's able to get that record here today. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. The run inside. It's Cobb. Breaks into the open. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. The play fake.
You want to make play calling easy?
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long. Containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Trying to squeak through the pile. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Auburn sends out the punting unit. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Durham. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Looking for space, it's Hall. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
I think one thing LSU fans want to see right out the gate with this Lane Kiffin offense, can we get some balance? Durham's been here for a couple of years. You've seen some high moments, Palmer, but they need to get this run game going. They brought in a bunch of offensive linemen in the portal, and especially a big boy over there at left tackle. Interested to see if they can get that run game going.
And they should be able to get it going, too, at LSU, because when you think about Lane Kiffin's offenses back at Ole Miss, I know everybody talks about them throwing the football, but they were always able to run it, too. You think about guys like Quinshawn Judkins and Kejuan Lacey. They always had a dude back there giving the offense balance. Running the ball successfully is something that I expect we're going to see in Baton Rouge this season. A lot of opportunities for the running backs this year.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Trying to run, it's Durham. He's going for the goal line. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll take the penalty and move them back. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Sells to run, looking to pass. Moving to his left. Left side is Kane. Finds a crease at the 20. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
That's a nice job by the offense there on their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Right side, it's Green. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in zones. You got to get him involved.
To the air, it's Levitt. Got a man, it's Brown. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down.
Well, not a lot the defense can do on that play. They got a curl route. They're playing zone coverage. Everybody got dropped to their spots correctly, but there was just way too much velocity on that throw. They didn't have a chance to break that run.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. The give on 4th. Got some green grass. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. The screen, he can go. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And, man, this offense is going to be so much fun to watch. How fast can they get it to click, right? Because every single player that we're going to highlight, whether we do talk about the receivers right now They're all new. The offensive line's all new. The quarterback's new. Everyone in this program is new, Palmer, and it's on Kiffin to make it work and make it work quickly.
Well, the one thing you know is with this Lane Kiffin offense, these receivers are going to get theirs. They're going to get catches, and you got a really good quarterback in Sam Levitt coming over from Arizona State to give you that opportunity. So while Thomas and Anderson from a year ago, those guys...
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Here's a give to Durham. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Fires left. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And he avoids the sack.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Off play action. Out wide left, it's Johnson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Auburn lines up quickly. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. This third down a little longer after that penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his target. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Running inside, it's Cobb. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. On play action. Blasted as he lets it go. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
Look out! Finds his man. At the 45 on his way. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Long way to go on second down.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on third down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. Left side is Nimrod. Touchdown Auburn! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. They'll take the penalty and move them back. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Hits inside. It's Berry. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. Makes a deep grab. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Handoff, Caden Durham. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. He got it beat down in bounds. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The way will stand. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Might as well run him again. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. The Tigers will hustle to the line.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Makes the grab. It's Nimrod. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Out wide left, it's Johnson. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Rolls right. Bought a little time, lets it go. Misses badly on that one.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
It's 4th and 15, but the offense will stay on the field. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Dropping back, it's Levin. Swings it out to the flat. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Wilson has it over the middle. What a throw! Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30. First down here for the offense. The give to Caden Durham. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run him again. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Straight ahead, it's Cobb. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Throws to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
Quarterback changing the play. Brown wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. That punt was a bit rushed, and it showed with a short kick. Makes the catch inside the 40. And they'll stop him right there on the return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Drops back on first down. Out wide right, it's Green. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
And that's really the sign of a tight end that's elite. When you start recruiting these guys, man, can you make the first guy miss? That's what makes a tight end go from really, really good to elite. And he does a great job breaking the tackle and then starts chewing up yards after the catch. That's exactly what you want from a great tight end.
Off play action on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! What a catch in the end zone for 6. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We begin with Minnesota taking on the Iowa Hawkeyes.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Here's a give to Durham. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Levitt. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And they finally get their first sack of the day. And one of the things coaches point to every week, how many times are you affecting the quarterback? Last week, they got 3 sacks. They got to continue to put more and more pressure on the quarterback to play better defense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
Do you remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. This time they'll throw it. Back's got it on the screen. There he goes. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Run in the red zone. It's Durham. Got enough space. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. Well, you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Right side, it's Johnson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. The Tigers moving quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Move to his right. It's a fumble. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and they were lucky that that ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, they sure were. These ball carriers have got to know that this defense, they play with so much aggression, and they're always trying to get extra hats to the football. You have got to protect this thing at...
Snags it, and he's open. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Brown will throw it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down.
2-14 close. 2-14 close.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Got to make the play on 4th. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Going to the run. It's Hall. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Second down, going to throw it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Touchdown, LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Trying up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quick give. It's Cobb. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On the option, he'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Gonna run it. It's Cobb. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game. I'll tell you, you've got to give this defense credit. That was only his 2nd catch of the game. He came into this as one of the best receivers in all of college football, but this defense had a plan. They have shut him down. They have limited him, and that's why they're winning right now.
And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking for the marker. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. Probably the only people upset about going for it on 4th down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Not when you've got a running back like that. He just has like a sixth sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these short yardage situations. He comes up with a huge play there on 4th down.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And the Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, running back on the move. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Brown wants to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Rushes on, driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back to pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up early down play for this QB.
Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be 3rd down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field.
Hey, kill it, kill it. 886 bouncer. 886 bouncer.
Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Auburn! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff,